Now, in the previous episode of my Moto3 career mode, we had a terrific fight in Mugello, and it was absolutely phenomenal, right down to the final corner. But after then, there was an update for MotoGP 25, and once I loaded back up to record some more videos, yeah, save data corrupted for no reason. So unfortunately, we have had to start again, quotation marks on again. We are going to start again for the terms of bike development, and riders may move to different teams, but this is a brand new calendar for us. So we finished up on Mugello and our next race was scheduled to be Assen. So for the next 11 rounds, because that's the shortest or long or middle ground it can go for a calendar, we now have 11 more rounds, 11 more episodes of my Moto3 career mode. But there was 13 rounds left, meaning that 2 tracks have been removed. 2 tracks being Misano and Catalunya. And the reason I've done this is because, well, Misano's close enough to Italy anyway, so we've already had an Italian round as such, and Catalunya, we've had numerous Spanish rounds as it is. It made sense to remove it. So the next 11 rounds are on screen right now, and that is exactly how our career mode will fare for the rest of our Moto3 season. Here is how the teams will stack up for my Moto3 career mode so far. So Carpe moving, Yamanaka's moving, Rossi, Kelso, couple of movements in there. Biggest one being Max Keeler is going to the Red Bull KTM IO team. Nice. Keeping up with affairs in Moto2 as well, Manu Gonzalez, Celestino Vietti, Moreira, some big names all moving. But what's it like in MotoGP? Well, Marco Bezzecchi's gone to Honda, Pedro Acosta went to Aprilia, Alex Marquez somehow found his way to Yamaha, although Yamaha said they would never have a Marquez within their team. So, yeah, that's what we've got to look forward to when we do get up to those next championships in the future. So yeah, that is the synopsis of our career mode from now on. Apologies for the small hiatus. Motivation was absolutely killed after my save data was corrupted. So yeah, we're back. Let's do it. We're here in Assen. We're starting from 18th place in the grid. Yeah, okay, so maybe not so quite positive on that side of the things. But yeah, back to about 18th places. We did well last time we started 18th. Let's just go for it and see what happens. Thanks for your patience, guys. We're back. Let's do it. So here we go then. From 18th place on the grid for the second race in a row. We're back after a small hiatus. Let's see what we can do against 120% AI. So already, because this is now a new save, I am noticing that our bike is once again struggling on the engine power. So we're probably going to struggle when it comes to the acceleration points and the straights. Wasn't that noticeable in the practice and qualifying. I just generally struggled with the new feeling of the bike since the latest update. It's been a while since I've properly played MotoGP 25, and before then, the bike didn't feel so skittish upon the acceleration, so we'll see how it goes, and I can't really explain the feeling, actually. In the wet, I was really struggling with the bike just spinning the wheel all the time. As we now lean into the Weinschlang, and I've got to be careful here because it's easy to run it a bit too deep or too tight to the Rushkanook, which thankfully this time we did not. But yeah, the bikes feel strange since the update. Of course, if you're watching this and you've skipped everything so far and you're only watching the race, then just a quick heads up, my career mode save got corrupted. So since then, I've had to restart any 9 race schedule, calendar, so yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to be for the next 9 rounds of Moto3, but good news is MotoGP 25 videos are back, especially with the career modes concerned. Let's see what we can do, but yeah, there's been a latest update that basically broke my game, is now making the bikes feel a bit strange, but I also don't know if that's just because I've started career mode again and the upgrades we had are not there. I'm not entirely sure, but so far so good, and let's focus on commentary for this race then. 18th to 6th already in the first lap, make that 18th to 5th. So back to about 18th place starts. We did it last time out in Mugello, which of course was a terrific race where we did take the victory in the final corner. Whoa. Batelli bumped the rear of Vaqueros there. Now, of course, don't forget, because this is a new career mode, a couple of riders have now changed positions again. If you watch the intro, you'll know who's gone where. But I think at the front, it's more or less everything's basically the same. So we should be fine in the sense of who our competition is. Now, Adrian Fernandez was absolutely rapid to start our season off before the updates. He's now not so fast, and now Rueda, Piqueras and Batelli are all a little bit quicker. David Munoz up there, but this time he's not actually hating my guts. So maybe we can actually develop a good relationship this time. Guido Pini there on the right-hand side of the OLED ultra-wide, you can see he does stay with the Dynavolt Intact team rather than going to the CIP Green Power KTM. So now lean into the left-hand side. Now there's always a problem spot for me in Assen, and unfortunately it is turn 9, which was just a moment ago. That is De Bolt. Not very confident in that corner. Never have been, probably never will be. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one as it goes, as we took a little bit too many risks into the Muamima. And then into the Hoja Hider, we can finally get close. But although that race was almost coming to a conclusion a moment ago, as it hit that curb. Around the outside of Pequeras and tight to the apex. Is this our chance to lead in a moment? Not yet. Patience, patient. Oh, I missed a gear there. Excuse me. Fastest man on track, 140.5. Really closing in on the brakes there into the Harbot. Now, I didn't spend too much time in the practice. I did 2 laps, and it was good enough to be into Q1 by Q2 by around 0.6 of a second. So I felt really solid in the dry conditions. But when it came to the wet, everything just completely changed. It felt really strange, which, as you may or may not know from watching my previous videos, I've been pretty solid in the wet conditions. Usually the wet is where I thrive, so it's a bit odd that I struggled so much. I was 1.8 seconds down by the end of Q1, I think it was, so by the end of Q2, should I say. I was lucky that we got into Q1, because maybe if we start from the back of the grid, I might not be in the situation to talk about being at the front in Assen, in a very cloudy skies. Now, I didn't really pay attention to see if there was any changes of weather conditions, and I probably wouldn't tell you anyway, because I think it would spoil the video. But if there is chance of rain, this race will get red flagged. So either we end the session depending on where we are, or if it's within the last couple of laps, it will well, sorry, I've done this the wrong way around. Well, if it's within 2/3 of the distance, then we will continue, but if it's beyond 2/3 distance, of course, that red flag will be the end of that Grand Prix. But now into the Ramshook, looking quite solid, actually. This is a good way to bounce back into MotoGP 25. I won't lie to you guys, I was pretty cheesed off when my save data was corrupted. And it's pretty much killed the confidence for me, so a motivation for this game at the moment. It's beginning to really frustrate me as MotoGP 25. I really like the game, but there's so many problems. You know, I still don't have vibration. And my time trial now no longer works. I get soft locked every single time I click it. My save data was corrupted, as I've mentioned, for the 3rd time in this video. And my live GP doesn't even work either. I get soft locked every single time. It is ridiculous. I had this same problem MotoGP 24, and I've got the same problem now. So I wanted to do a time trial video in Aragon with Marc Marquez from a recent request, but I can't get into time trial, so I think what I'm going to have to do is completely log off the internet and just do the time trial there. Or failing that, revert back to the early access version I was given before the review and just use that instead. But, yeah, really, really messy and sloppy and unpolished is MotoGP 25, unfortunately. I do really like it, as I say, but there's some things that annoy me. Oh, Rueda there was... Oh, Rueda's took me out! Oh, Rueda, no! You were my pick for the championship in the real life series! Oh! I guess that was the milestone gods, punishing me for my slander and treason. Bloody hell. Gotta do all that work again. Thanks, Jose. Thanks. Jose Antonio Rueda. What did he even do? Because I didn't hit him. I actually picked up to avoid him hitting me, which I thought was actually a little bit more of an overreaction. I don't really think I needed to do that. Well, well, this flips everything upside down, doesn't it? Like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Well, right. So, fun fact. Whoever wins this race will be leading the World Championship since we started our career mode again. Now, I did actually take over the championship lead in Mugello in the last episode, but then, of course, the save data disappeared. So, we might be at a downfall here. because if we don't win, then I'm losing points, which I effectively deserve to earn. And again, plenty of time to go. Let's not panic. Let's not overthink this. We can do this. We can definitely get back up to the podium positions. Not like that we can't. That's a track limit warning for me. That's my first of the Dutch TT of Assen. Gotta say, it's really strange. Now, I don't know if anyone's going to have the same hiatus as I have with MotoGP 25 at the moment. So, if you're coming from the rear tire... Oh, how can I explain this? Before the update, with my career mode at the save point it was at, the bike felt very responsive. And I felt in tune with it. Now, I'm coming here today, and I don't feel anywhere near as confident. I feel like the bike is actually working against me in some corners. I'm not sure. I did play GP bikes in VR a couple of hours ago as well, so I'm wondering if maybe that is a reason too. Let me know if you're interested in seeing some GP bikes in VR, by the way. I picked up a MetaQuest 3S not so long ago. Sorry, I was trying to concentrate and getting through on for a start there. But yeah, I picked up a MetaQuest 3S recently, and I've absolutely fallen in love with it. VR is one hell of an experience, and I'm having a blast with it. So yeah, definitely, if you're interested in seeing something like that, let me know. But of course, alternatively, if you are interested in just seeing some other VR stuff, you want to get my opinion for it, ask me in the comment section down below, or check out my second gaming channel. I'm going to be uploading some VR stuff there. Or alternatively, come and chat to me on my Discord server as well. It's always a great place to chat to me and many, many wonderful people, like-minded, like myself. As we lean into the Steckenval, there is Max Keeles. Now, this is a fun one, which I actually didn't even remember at this point. It's only just reminding me now after seeing him. That is Max Keeles on the Red Bull KTM. So, yeah, that changed, if you didn't see the intro. Actually, completely just... See, the rear. That is not me. I am not a heavy-handed player. There's one thing I'm definitely not, is too egregious when it comes to the throttle. Seeing that rear tyre pop out is just strange to me. Look at Foressato. Tayo returning back to his old MotoGP 24 form. Thank you very much. Love that back. Ooh, really good change. A changed gear right at the perfect moment there, and we seem to get a little bit of a boost. Almost as if we were playing Moto Racer. 139.894 around the outside of the young Spaniard. Not, but oh, is it? Go on. Lean on him. Yes. Round the outside. Okay, a bit deep there. I think Keeles might have been... No, I'm going to brave it. Bugger off. And not often I try and brave it on the inside. Usually I'll pick up and let him through, but no, not happening. Not happening. Excuse me, Kelso. Right then, up to 5th. Lap time was solid on the previous lap, but we've had a little bit of a battle with a Spaniard and an Aussie. And now into the Ruskin Hulk. We've got to try and stay with him. Now, you might be wondering why I chose the soft tyres today. Well, I won't lie to you. The game recommended soft. I thought, why not? And I also thought, if I'm going to toot my own horn a little bit here, I thought I was good enough in Assen to walk away from the 120% AI. I really did feel like once I got that break, they would not be able to stay with me. I think if I was doing the lap times I was doing a moment ago to catch up, then it would have been that scenario. But you know what? For the sake of content, and for the sake of commentary and for me playing as well, it's way more interesting to actually battle it out with the artificial intelligence. God, they use the word intelligence a little bit too loosely there, don't they? Well, I think I said in a Ooh, Fernandez. You're getting a little bit messy there, aren't you, Adrian? Good, another good lap, though. Another good lap, 139.9. Well, yeah, I think I said in a previous MotoGP review, I called it artificial but with no intelligence. Ha 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 ha. Oh, how we all laughed at that one. I think it actually got quite a lot of views, upvotes when someone quoted me, actually, so maybe. I think it was MotoGP 24, one of my most successful videos on the channel, as a matter of fact. Might actually be my most successful. Well, I do have a YouTube short with like 3.2 million, which is, it's not even a good short. It's just lucky, I think, in that regard. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. It's good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. It is good to be back. I hope you're enjoying the content. Apologies for the hiatus. As I say, my motivation and mood was killed when my career mode got corrupted. But I have an opportunity now to create some more storylines and be creative again, so that's can't really be too mad. Just caught my attention on the left-hand side of the screen here, on the OLED ultra-wide, if you're paying attention. Lap 8 of 11, meaning that we've only got 3.5 laps to go now for me to get this job done. That is fine, but I'm a little bit concerned about the tyre wear for the right-hand side of this Pirelli front and rear. Has the game duped me into choosing the soft tyres? Now, one thing I can guarantee is yeah, okay, that works for me, but the one thing I can guarantee is that going into the GT chicane, we are able to close in substantially against the AI. Don't know what happened to Angel Piqueras there. He made a big mistake. And that has given us a chance to move up to second. Is it now the time for the redemption? We did all that work earlier. We got to the front. Yes, mishap occurred and we went backwards. But this is the moment that the cream once again rises to the crop. It's us. We're back in the lead. 47 on top. By 0.2 of a second. Right, this time, can we break away? Do we have the tyre left? Gotta say, this bike just doesn't feel good. I am going to assume that it is due to the career mode basically restarting. The bike is not as good as what we've been building over the past couple of episodes. We don't need to panic though. We don't really need to use the... Okay, Batelli, okay. Please don't tell me that's David Munoz on the right-hand side of the OLED ultra-wide. Oh, it is David Munoz on the right-hand side of the OLED ultra-wide. Goodness me. But then again, he might have turned a new leaf. In real life, he has. And he's a Grand Prix winner. Maybe he's not so aggressive in this new save. Matteo Batelli, face my... I was going to say face my wrath, but... he actually was in perfect position there to hold on to the lead. Well, this is it then. This is the penultimate lap. So 2 more goes around Assen. Who will be on top? Who is going to be superior and who is going to kick off our new season of the Moto3 career mode as a Grand Prix winner? Will it be me? Will it be Batelli? Will it be Munoz or Piqueras? I don't think they're out of this yet. Lovely defensive line into the Struben corner, one of my favourite corners in Assen. We've got a gap. We've got a gap. We've got a gap. 0.4 of a second it is. Seen the objective, of course, is to defeat Luca Lanetta. We've got to finish it. Oh, wide into the Ruskanuk. That's cost me time. Yeah, Luca Lanetta must be in 15th right now because we are going to win 24 points ahead of him. 25 points for a Grand Prix win. Luca Lanetta takes 1 point. That's a difference of 24. Oh, I'm not able to get away like I wanted to. This has been a bad lap for me. Perhaps I should have waited. I should have been a little bit more patient. Batelli! Oh, for goodness sake, I've got damage again. Look at the rear tyre spinning again. No. Not the bloody damage again. I don't even think I've been hit that hard in this race. I mean, yeah, Batelli was a bit aggressive there, but Lord Almighty. Oh my God. I thought I was going to bump the rear tyre of Angel Piqueras there. I got stuck in him ever so slightly there. This is the final lap. Munoz has got a good 0.6 of a second advantage to me. Batelli's around 0.2 quicker, all ahead of me on track, so... Oh, Batelli, no! We can't let Munoz win. I know there's no rivalry anymore, but it's still there. Gotta send it here to Strubben. We've got to go through. Oh, David's wide. Come on. There's just no speed. I've got no drive on this 658 Quadra-Corse Honda. Even in the slipstream, I'm just not closing in. Right, we've got to be brave here. We've got to send it into the Wienerschlangen. Get a nice wide sweeping line. Yes. Oh, whoa. Do you see the bike? Oh my God. Yeah, this bike is all over the place. Is that the update? Or is this the new version? Or is this that the new career mode has begun? We're closing in. 0.3 of a second separates us and the number 64. Okay, this is the problem. This is the problem area. The rear, come on. I haven't got the speed on the straight. No. I think he's done it. Well, it's a fair effort. We've returned to form. We've done what we can. Munoz will take the championship lead for the first time. We're going to do everything we can. Look at us snaking on the bike there almost. Oh, Munoz made a mistake. Oh, the milestone gods be praised. Oh, I think that's redemption. I think that's fair. The sacrifice from Munoz means we are the championship leaders. We're leading the World Championship. We're leading the Teams Championship. Let's go to the podium and celebrate. So there it is then, guys. Welcome back. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a comment that simply says, "Welcome back, Ace." That was great. I really enjoyed that. Thanks for watching the video and thanks for staying to the very end to hear my dulcet tones for a little bit longer. But guys, yeah, appreciate your patience. We're back. Let's make the rest of this Moto3 season a bloody good one. Like and subscribe. Ciao for now.
Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.